more heritage auctions. Going to take a look at the top 50 card sales. After that, we're going to go through some honorable mentions. But before that, I do want to show really quick a few of the jerseys that sold. 1920 Walter Johnson. Photo match the first game facing Babe Ruth as a Yankee. $2 million. I don't know if there's more Babe Ruth fans that bid on this or Walter Johnson fans. That's a crazy sale. 1955 Koufax rookie jersey, $1.8 million. And to round it off, 1922 Ty Cobb game used bat from the 400 season for $630 grand. All right, let's go through the list. So up first, 1927 Honey Boy Babe Ruth PSA 5 top scarcity from his historic season. Never seen this card before, and we're starting off good. Take a look at the back. It's an ice cream card. Cool. $43,200. Another Babe Ruth. I'd rather have the other one for the same price. You can always find a Gouty Ruth. You can't always find the other one. 6. New label. New cert. Clean looking card. 1933 Thorpe. Old cert on this card. Looks fairly clean. Yeah, looks nice. And that one sold for $44,400. 1931 W517 Ruth. An autograph. $44,400. Price increases. Oh, that's why it's a 1. I'm like, front doesn't look too bad for a 1. That explains a lot. 1915 Cracker Jack Joe Jackson. Pretty good eye appeal, but it looks like there's a crease right there. That's probably why I got a 3. Yeah, look at that. Right there's a crease. So probably a little generous giving that a 3. Some stains on here. They're pretty common with Cracker Jacks, but 45.6. M116 Wagner, $46,800. Seems so high for one of these. They're not super rare, I don't think. I know it says blue background. Maybe I'm wrong on the background color. Grange slightly outsold the Jim Thorpe. Which I would have thought if you put them head to head, that Thorpe would outsell, but Thorpe does have a lot of earlier cards. Grange first card 1926. Thorpe has cards all the way back 1912. So makes a little bit more sense with that. Still the best football player selling in the set because Thorpe is number 2. $1954 Maze in a 9. Old cert. Take a look at the chipping on the back. Very minimal. This is a good looking 9. A little centered left to right, wrong. So more border over there. 1963 Clemente PSA 10. Nice card to add to your Clemente run. Wajo in a 7. 1915 Cracker Jacks. Great card. $1977 Topps vending an open case with 24 500 count boxes. I don't even know who this mark is. Seems expensive though. I mean, you're looking at what? 12,000 cards? How many 8s, 9s, and 10s you'll get out of it? I have no idea with the vending cases. Namath rookie in a PSA 8, 50,000. It says 5 superior. I wonder what the breakdown of 9s and if there's any 10s that exist. Looks like there's some issues with the slab though. That's why you have that. Wish that got repaired before because it looks like there's a scratch on the card. $56 complete set plus checklist 2 with no card grade below a PSA 7. Wish they told you the registry on here, like where it'd be ranking. That's what just look at REA. I like the photos on Heritage better than REA, but I think REA does a better job saying where a set ranks on the registry. Does it say GPA? Does not say the GPA. I think that's a big miss not putting that in here. Guess what you need to look at though is like where is Mantle and Aaron and Maze. Maze is a 7 over there. Aaron is a 7. Jackie's a 7. Mantle's also a 7. So 7s across the board. $55 Clemente, PSA 8, 49 2. Centering, man. The centering's not the greatest on this one. Shifted to the top right. $1970 basketball, oversized, 24 wax packs. $51.6. 55 Jackie and a 9. Old cert. Border kind of blends, but you can tell it's a little off center left to right, but wicked sharp corners on this. $52,800. 2002 at Tiger Woods. The 2001 rookie buyback. Tiger doesn't have a lot of these cards that are signed, so there's definitely a premium with the buyback. I want to say a normal signed copy of this sells for about 20 grand. So pretty hefty premium on these buybacks. 51 Mantle, bad centering, $60,000. It is a 7. It has pretty sharp corners. $1968 first series, 33 of 36 original packs. $63,000. Exhibit Lou Gehrig 2.5, one of his earliest cards, $63,000. $1915 Cracker Jack Cobb in a 4, $63,000. Big premium if you get that previous year. Still a pretty tough grade to find. 63 complete set, PSA 8 or higher, $63,000. Always is, you got to look at the bottom borders to see how nice they are, even if the grade is good. And these look pretty clean. I mean, the usual is a little bit of whitening there. But first thing I look at with these cards, there's also a lot of print effects on 63s. Two boxes back to back at 1960 Topps, Series 2 and Series 3 500 count vending box. Then 1970 Topps Baseball, 3rd series. Wonder who's in the 3rd series. Will Ryan's a high number, so I don't think he's in there. Let's see who it says. Bill Buckner, Carew, Rocher, Seaver. Not a great series. You do have Clemente in there. $63 Mantle in a 9, $69,000. Signed 56 Mantle. Card is a 5/5, auto of a 10. Probably one of your highest dual combos that you could find, $72,000. Great eye appeal on that 5/5 too. 53 Mantle and an 8, $75,000. Another one of those colored borders. You always got to check the bottom over there, no matter what the grade is. 63 Rose in a PSC 9, $81,000. We gotta check up there. It looks like a great card. Old cert though. Maybe a little off-centered, top to bottom. 54 Jackie, same exact price point. 81,000 and a 9. Pretty clean back. Some issues right there, but none higher. The most overrated card in the hobby, 81,000 for this 1952 Mantle and a 4. Okay, we'll keep moving forward. 1952 Jackie Robinson in an 8, 81,000. Diamond cut, you can see the crooked cut here at the very top. And a print dot right over here too. Another crazy overhyped card, 84,000. This one, terrible centering. $1941 Joe DiMaggio play ball. Epic streak of a year. Old cert. These cards are pretty thick, so you can find them in nicer shape. 87,000. Tops 3D Roberto Clemente PSA 10. There's actually like 3 backs of these. I can't remember if there's a premium or whatnot on those. 99,000. 52 Mays PSA 8. I think this has been the best 52 that's been on here so far. It's sold for 6 figures, $102,000. Elgin Baylor, Pop 1, $120,000 for this PSA 10. I was gonna say I'm pretty sure that's one of his first card. No, I'm wrong. He has the 61. Now I like how they put the pop down there. I almost said that was one of his first cards. Almost. See, I'm slowly learning my vintage basketball. 79 O-Pee-Chee, Wayne Gretzky, and a 9. This one sold for also $120,000. $52 Burke Ross signed Mickey Mantle. One of only 2 signed copies. Well, I would have thought there'd been more. With $132,000. 1948 Bowman Baseball Wax Pack. There's only 4 wax packs of 48 Bowman. Interesting. Again, I would have thought there'd been a lot more. $138,000. That's crazy to me. That's yeah, I would have never expected 138,000 for a 40 Bowman pack. Maybe it was a 49 Bowman. And they were that scarce. 33 Gowdy Ruth. And a 7, $138,000. 75 Brett PSA 10, $150,000. And always look at these colored borders. That centering on the back's atrocious. 55 Clemente in a SGC 9. A little bit of centering issues, but $156,000. 65 Namath SGC 9, $180,000. So one of those earlier. Can't remember if it was Heritage or REA. E98 Cobb Black Swamp Find SGC 10, $180,000. Maybe I'll have to do a story on Black Swamp Find. People are interested. Let me know. Also, it's been late in this video, but if you want anything in this auction, let me know as well. And if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. 1951 Bowman Maze. A little left to right. Not horrible compared to some of the centering of the other stuff. At 8, 186,000. It's massive cards. 61 Wilt and a PSA 9. It's like under $200,000 on this one. Like with the issue, the off-center backs. I hate. You can see the other color there. 55 Koufax and a PSA 9. Highest graded, I assume. Three examples higher. So there's 3 10s of this card out there. Wonder what those would do. 1952 Master Set 491. Includes Mantle PSA 6 and all cards graded 264. I mean, the Mantle 6 is what? We saw Mantle, what? 5 that sold for 84. 6 is what? 100,000? Depending on what it looks like. That might not be a bad value breaking it up. What does this look like? Off-centered though. I don't know what the 6 runs right now. There could be some value. I mean, especially with the high numbers. All those high numbers, once you get into 5s, 6s. But it doesn't tell you the GPA, does it? Few 4s. I don't know. It would be interesting. $1961 Fleer Wax Box is $372,000. Wow. And lastly, go figure, 52 Mantle 7.5, 564,000. This is a good copy though. A little shifted to the right, but great corners, way better centering than some of the stuff I saw. All right, I'm gonna take a look at some honorable mentions. Starting off with one of the first Joe Jackson cards. Not a lot of people love the design of this one, but very few options. His C210 is way too expensive, but 40,000 in a 1.5. This is one of the best Sadaharu O cards. This is the gold. I'm curious how many of these exist still in Japan, but 33.6. That one. Bronco Nagurski, 35 Chickle, 28.8. This is considered one of your best pre-war football cards. Greenberg, 34 Gaudy. He has a few 34 cards, but an 8, $23,400. A Cons Clemente. I know Clemente has 2 years of cons that are extremely tough to find. This one sold for 20,000. 54 Wilson Franks, Ted Williams 5. Seen 5s sell for a few times. I want to say it's also been around the $20,000 range. I'm not too familiar with this Babe Ruth card. 95% actors and actresses, landmarks, landscapes. I wish he said where this is from. I would assume Cuba. I assume Cuba. 18,000. That's an awesome card. I wonder who else is in that set. Non-sports wise. Larry Doby, rookie autograph. Best wishes, Larry Doby. That's sweet. 16-8. Eddie Shore. I also have a 33 Eddie Shore, but I have the Sports Kings. This is a 9, 16,800. Well, Peachy's had a few different colors back then. I just wanted to show the 2-cap Anson's good one versus Alan Ginter. Same price, 16.2 for a 7. Ginter or a 3, good one. That's a great looking 3. Awesome looking card. Duke K, an 8, sold for 66, which may have been a little cheap. I don't follow this card too specifically, but some of the Felix Potence from 1922, and I know the Potence a tougher card to find, but the hobby loves his 33 Sports Kings. But those Potence now reach $1,000, so maybe this was a pretty good buy. And what's kind of funny is you have this 1.5 other side of the spectrum, $4,000. You get a 4 1.5, so you could upgrade to a 7. I think the 7's kind of cheap on that card. Batman in an 8, 38, 40. One of your classic non-sports cards by Topps. Here's my Eddie Shore, but mine's a 7. This 8 sold for 38.40. And I want to say I value my 7. I think I got into that card about $1,000, if I remember correctly. So I don't know. I don't know what the 8s normally do on these, but I had to show that one. Also, there's just so many cards to cover. And some of these are great too. Wheaties Premium, 51 Mantle, 32.40. You don't see every day. Howie Morenz, 1933 Opeachy, 26.40. Dempsey in 8, 2,500. Texas Tommies, these were discovered, I think, a few years ago. Connie Mack, 2,300. It was either like Christy Mathewson or Walter Johnson in that set that sold for some crazy money. Another Eddie Shore. This SGC 8 sold for 18. Pretty big price gap between the SGC and the PSA. Also, two going at the same auction doesn't help. It's kind of a niche hockey card. Well, I guess Sports Kings are pretty popular, but at the same time, it is kind of niche. 1980 Topps Uncut Sheet, 14.40. Let's look at that a little closer. Warren Derby also Frank Robinson. I've never seen what this uncut sheet looked like. That's pretty cool. It's a nice piece of wall art right there. Say that much. I'm still looking for some wall art in my room, but I don't know what I've decided. I want to get like a concert poster or something like that. I don't know if I'd put uncut sheet. think I'm going to scroll into non-sports and then call it a video. But let's jump into there. Where is this filter at? Sports category, non-sports. There's only 88. I guess I could have grabbed other sports too. We'll go non-sports and then other sports. See if there's anything that sticks out. Hogan 8, 6,000. Didrikson 3.5. Talked about another auction house, REA. There's one with a hole that was part of a lot that sold for 500 bucks. I didn't see the hole initially, but I'm telling you, these cards are very expensive. One of the best female athletes of all time. Oh, that's sick. The Gaudi Indian Gum Progressive Proof Sheet. 960 bucks. An open pack astronauts, 420 bucks. Let me just go to other sports real quick. I'll see if there's anything else. And then I'll call it. There's just so much to cover with this stuff. And where is this back at? Sports category. Auto racing, other sports. Let's see. Oh, I want to talk about the Higgin 8, 6,300. Not too bad. Ooh, wow. That sold cheap. I'm pretty sure. The Africa Tobacco complete set 100 cards with Ruth 3.5. That sold for 3,300. Wow. I want to say this in a 3 is a couple $1,000s. But also the Jesse Owens, the Joe Louis, those are pretty good. Has a few cricketers too. What else is here? Oh, Tilden Tennis. Good name. Sonja, one of the best Olympians of all time. I can give you the full set. There's also I mispronounce his name. Dolep Genie or something like that. He's a cricketer that I believe is in the set too. I can't remember the full checklist on these. Let me just look that up real quick. I'm really just gonna look up the comp too. Good site, pre-war cards. I want to look up where this Frith is at. Oh, these have gone down a little bit, but still, well, I guess that's 2023. 2,300. And that sold for what? 33. So you already had $1,000 for the rest. Who else is in this set? All right. Wally Hammond, Hall of Famer, cricketer. Ruth Larwood, another big cricketer. There you go. That's the guy. I actually have that card. I'm curious really quick what the Owens does. And we'll call it a video after that. Owens is cheaper than I thought. Well, 2017. I have to look for more up-to-date price. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this. This is one of 3 auction recaps. If you guys like the top 50, let me know, because I want to kind of pivot into doing top 50s for these auction houses. Maybe there's not as many good cards, top 25, or we'll pick a number, maybe top 30 like the other eBay series. But I think it's a little bit better going over top sales and then also some honorable mentions. And Matt will be back for some of these next auction recaps. He knows a lot more about autos and like basketball and football than I do. Well, I know a lot about pre-war and also non-sports. So see you guys in another video.